The Buffalo Bills marched into Miami and made a statement on Thursday night. They dominated the Dolphins with a final score of 31-10. This is the Bills' fifth straight win against their division rivals. It's clear that the Bills are a force to be reckoned with in the AFC East. The game was held at Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Dolphins. But the Bills made themselves right at home. From the opening kickoff, the Bills imposed their will on both sides of the ball. The Dolphins simply had no answers for the Bills' offensive firepower and defensive tenacity. This win puts the Bills at a perfect 2-0 for the season. They sit comfortably atop the AFC East standings. The Dolphins, now 1-1, have some serious questions to answer. Can they keep pace with the top dogs in their division? Only time will tell. This game was a clear message to the rest of the league. The Buffalo Bills are here to win, and they're coming for it all this season. The Buffalo Bills' defense was an absolute force of nature against the Miami Dolphins. They suffocated the Dolphins' offense, forcing 3 interceptions from quarterback Tua Tagovailoa. This dominant performance was a key factor in the Bills' victory. The Bills' defense was relentless, putting pressure on Tagovailoa throughout the game. They were flying to the ball, making tackles, and creating turnovers. It was a defensive clinic that left the Dolphins' offense reeling. The Bills' defense wasn't just good, they were dominant. They made life miserable for Tua and the Dolphins' offense. This unit is playing with a chip on their shoulder, and they're hungry for more. James Cook was the offensive star of the show for the Buffalo Bills. The young running back had a breakout performance, scoring 3 touchdowns against the Miami Dolphins. Cook's speed, agility, and nose for the end zone were on full display Thursday night. Cook was a threat to score every time he touched the ball. He broke tackles, made defenders miss, and showcased his impressive acceleration. The Dolphins simply couldn't contain him. Cook's performance was a statement to the rest of the league. He's not just a backup running back, he's a legitimate offensive weapon. The Bills have a dynamic duo in the backfield with Cook and Singletary. Section 4, Josh Allen, cool under pressure. Josh Allen didn't light up the stat sheet on Thursday night, but he was efficient and in complete control of the Buffalo Bills offense. Allen completed 13 of 19 passes for 139 yards. He didn't throw a touchdown, but he didn't turn the ball over either. In a game where the running game was dominant, Allen didn't force the issue. He took what the Dolphins' defense gave him, made smart decisions, and kept the chains moving. Allen's leadership and composure were evident throughout the game. He's the heart and soul of this Bills team, and his steady hand under center was a key factor in their victory. Section 5. Tua's injury casts a shadow. Tua Tagovailoa's night ended early after suffering a concussion in the third quarter. This is a major concern for the Dolphins, as Tagovailoa has a history of head injuries. The Dolphins are now facing a serious question. How long will they be without their starting quarterback? Tagovailoa's injury is a reminder of the inherent risks of playing football. It's also a reminder that player safety should always be the top priority. The Dolphins will need to be cautious with Tagovailoa's recovery and not rush him back before he's fully healthy. The Dolphins' season now hinges on Tagovailoa's health. If he's out for an extended period, it will be an uphill battle for them to compete in the tough AFC East. Section 6. The road ahead for the Bills and Dolphins. The Buffalo Bills are riding high after their dominant win over the Dolphins. They'll look to keep the momentum going next week against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jaguars might not be the toughest opponent on the Bills' schedule, but they can't afford to overlook anyone if they want to stay undefeated. The Miami Dolphins, on the other hand, are facing some adversity. They'll need to regroup quickly and find a way to win games without their starting quarterback. Their next game is against the Seattle Seahawks, which will be a tough matchup even with a healthy Tagovailoa. The AFC East is shaping up to be a dogfight this season. The Bills are the early favorites, but the Dolphins, Jets, and Patriots are all capable of making noise. It's going to be an exciting race to the finish.